Hi there, I'm just wanting to do a little talk, and I think I want to talk about countries, and what they are. A country is basically a piece of land that a tribe wants to take over, and they labelled it that, a country, right? It's just a free piece of land, once upon a time, and then some aggressive tribe took it over and called it that country. Now I don't know. I'm not interested in even history, and even anyone can work out that. That's what a country is, because it's some stage all land would have been free, right? So that's what a country is, and this is, I talk a lot about counterintelligence. I've even Googled myself, I didn't Google me, I Googled counterintelligence once, and I came up on the search, and that tells you how much I talk about it. And counterintelligence is that, it's creating division, because everyone's got a different personality. That's why they create different sports teams. This is why they have different things that you might like. They've got to take you. They've got to attract you. The whole thing is once you're attracted to what they're presenting you, they got you. And this is what everything outward is to do with. This is what technology is all about. This is what the smart grid's all about. It's entertainment. It's nothing to do with working with you and helping you or anything like that. That's crazy to think that. That's why they're rolling this 5G out and putting that out, because they want to kill you. That's what counterintelligence is for. It's to destroy the enemy, right? That's what it's for, counterintelligence. Ultimately, to destroy the enemy, and it's basically just creating all this division and attracting people. But it's basically a strategy. What you're attracted to now and what you think is your thing is basically a counter strategy to stop you in your tracks, basically. It's to get you thinking the way the system wants you to think. They do this with peace movements, they do it with spiritual movements. They have to do it. Remember, if they see anything outward, this is why they got colleges and universities and they have spiritual courses. Because they've got to control everything outward. And this is why they don't like the spiritual awakening thing. That's why they're so angry at David Icke. Because the system doesn't like what David Icke's doing, because he's telling people how to basically spiritually awaken themselves. And he's saying to them, you see yourself as the one infinity, and that's it. You heal from, that's how you protect yourself from 5G, which is true. And basically all the colleges and universities and the system and what it's trying to promote, he's telling them that you don't need any of that. That it's just a hoax to control you. And this is why the system doesn't like the global awakening, you see. Because people are realising that they're all one. That they're not these countries, these labels that they've been given since birth. That basically all life must begin as nothingness. All life must begin as nothingness. That means there's one infinity. That also means that you are the one infinity. That's what oneness really means. If you're the one infinity, that means all is you. That means there's no separation. It means it's just an experience of separation. And what makes the separation, science talks about a thing called reflector consciousness. And that basically is a thing that nothingness it sees its own reflection, for example. Because you've got to have something to make you aware. So if you're nothingness, it's something happens in that nothing that makes you aware or think that you're whatever you think you are. Whatever creature that is. And it's really an ego attachment, and that comes from nothing and says, I am this, I am that. But it's illusory also because it comes from nothing. See, everything must come from the nothing, originally. And then you go deeper with the nothing, you think, what is the nothing? I think, my opinion of the nothing, I think the nothing just manifests a dream. I think this is a very realistic dream. and that you can only awaken in the dream. I don't think you can awaken and go anywhere. I think the awakening itself is just awakening in the dream and then working out things and tap into your infinity of potential. And like I said earlier about David Icke, this is how you protect yourself from 5G or anything. You understand that you are the infinity. How you see yourself determines your experience. This is, they want human consciousness so the 5G can get into that, you see. You protect yourself from that by understanding that you are everything. You're the one infinity. And this is what the AI is all about. The artificial intelligence and the smart grid, it's all to connect you with the AI. So eventually what AI can do then is, once you've given them your brain, and they can then dictate perception. This is why they want everyone glued to smartphones or smarts. I have 2 iPads, but I don't have a phone. I don't believe in going outside and using it. The only time you'll see me doing that is if I go on holiday somewhere. I'll take it with me. I might use it on the train, but I don't believe in using gadgets outside. I like to see the world when I'm outside. But they want you, the more connected you are, the more this feeds AI. Then it's learning about the humanity, the perceptual state. They want to know what you're thinking, so AI can counter it. Play counter strategies against it, can twist your perceptions if they want to. And ultimately this is leading to AI becoming the human thinking. So free thought will be no more. That's the thing. This is to stop free thinking. And free whatever, They don't want freedom. That's an illusion. You're not in a free world. Yesterday I was watching Neil Young and it says rock in a free world. I thought, Neil, what free world is that then? What free world is that? It's not a free world. It's a world of control and domination. That's what it's about. It's a world of control and domination over the masses. And tricking them, playing counterintelligence against them. And once you start to go into this counterintelligence road, like I have, you start to see that this is everywhere. It's everywhere. It's all about culture. It's all about culture. It's all about tricking people and getting them to be attracted. Oh, this is me. This is my football team. Oh, this is my life. This is my culture. And once they've got you, once their outward game has got you, then that's the counterintelligence. Everything outward that the system has created is an agenda, which is a counterintelligence operation. Once you go down it, you basically went down the rabbit hole that they have orchestrated the system. And the system, what is the system? The system is a state of consciousness that we created called the matrix. That's what the matrix is. That's what the system is. It's not people. It just forms itself lower down in forms of people, but it's actually in energy. So you change the system by changing yourself. You can only make change by changing you. But anyway, I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Thank you much for watching. Thank you.